Hey, what's going on? Today I'm going to show you a quick Python JSON parse using PlayStation Direct website here and Fiddler. Basically, we're going to hit this site and see what we can do. So we'll go ahead and turn on the Fiddler live traffic and I'll refresh this website. You'll notice in the background here, data's coming in. So Fiddler is one of those cool tools where you can use it to see what all information is coming back from a website that you hit. Pretty slick, very useful in this kind of exercise. I'm going to go ahead and turn off capture. And you'll notice we have a ton of different information coming back, all the, images and the HTML and JavaScript, everything coming back. Fiddler has a sweet little filter option, so we can just filter out, only give me the JSON because that's all we're interested in today. And once you click on one of these, you'll get some information. The actual request is up here and the response is here. Your version of Fiddler may be different, but I just downloaded this a few minutes ago. This is the latest. I'm trying to get used to it. I haven't used it for a while. But anyway, you'll see, like I said, the request up here and the response down here. You can flip raw to actually see the real GET request with all the information there. And then this is automatically choosing JSON for us or JSON because it knows that that's the type anyway. So again, we're looking for the console. We're going to use this script today to figure out if the PlayStation console is in stock, and I'll go ahead and give you a spoiler alert. It is not in stock. It's hard to get a hold of right now because of supplies are so low. But anyway, you'll see that this is not the PlayStation console because this is $69 from the feed here. So this is an accessory. Looks like it's a controller, and kind of you can see all that here in the return. So we'll click on the other item here. This is also not the console. You can see it's the media remote for $29.99. And then let's click on this one. And we found it. It's the base price of $4.99, PlayStation console, and there's the stock level. So our script is going to try to find this information. We're going to hit the website with our script and only display this information. We want to use this as like a stock notifier. So we'll kind of flip over to our script now. Okay. So we'll import requests. Request is a very popular module for this kind of script. It's used for any kind of web call, and then we'll import JSON to kind of parse the result that comes back from the website. We're going to import time and date and time because I want to display the date and time, and I'll show you that here in a second. So again, this is going to be a stock notifier, so we're just going to start an infinite loop, and we're going to loop through this and see if there's new PlayStation stock. So back to Fiddler real quick. I showed you that this will tell you the actual URL it's hitting and returning this information. So if you grab this URL from Fiddler, you can plop that down in your browser and you can see the actual raw JSON coming back. There's several of these different viewers, but I'm just going to put it in here so it's easy to read. And so let's grab that URL and we're going to set that. Whoa, that's the JSON. We don't want that. We want the actual URL. We'll put that in a variable called URL. And then the next line here, we're going to say request. We're going to tell request to go out and get that website. And so that's going to hit this website and return this data into this variable called R. And then we're going to tell JSON to load that response into a JSON variable. So that's saying, hey, load this data that comes back from this request into a J, and then now we can parse that. Let me just type out this variable real quick. Like I said, we're interested in stock, so we're going to make a new variable, and let me just type this, and then I'll explain kind of what this is doing. So stock, and then stock level status. Okay, so now we're setting a variable and then we're parsing through the JSON tree. And let's show you that. We've put our JSON raw data into this viewer, online viewer, and you'll notice that, okay, so we're going to traverse the tree. So first thing is we'll hit the products. Under there, we're going to hit this 0. And then under there, we're going to look for stock. And this is the actual data we want to return back. And so this is basically returning back that information to this variable. All right, so now we're going to print out the date and time, and then we're going to print out the actual variable. And like I said, we want to put this in a loop, so I'm going to flip this loop to go every 5 minutes. And so it's going to come through, hit the URL, load that up into R, put that into a JSON variable, and then we're going to go find that stock level status value, which is out of stock. And so that's going to be loaded here. We're going to print the date and time, print the current value, and then we'll sleep for a few minutes and do it all again until we tell it to stop. So let's save this script. PS5, ooh, PS4, PS5 stock.py. All right, and then we'll flip over to our console here, and we'll go start this script up. PS5 stock. All right, so it's going to hit that site, and we made a mistake. Of course. Oh, I see it. Requests. My bad. Let's hit that again. All right, so you're seeing it's got the timestamp and the current level of stock. And so now it's waiting for 5 minutes and it'll go out and check it again. So you can do all kinds of stuff with this. You can, have it email you if stock is in or text you or whatever, send a tweet. I mean, whatever you want to do with this. Now that you've got that stock, you can, put whatever kind of logic you want. Behind that to kind of do whatever you want to store in a database, so all kinds of features and options. I mean, this is just kind of a quick demo to show you once you get that data, then, the sky's the limit from there. So you can kind of do what you want with it. Anyway, this has just been a simple Python JSON parse, hitting a website and grabbing some data. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks.